New York City's new schools Chancellor Melissa Aviles-Ramos has wrapped up her ambitious five-borough listening tour, with dozens of parents blasting it as nothing but a PR stunt full of buzzwords and political agendas. The fact-finding mission, which started in late November and finished last week in Staten Island, was part of Aviles-Ramos' promise to open dialogue with school communities after she was catapulted into the highly paid position following her predecessor. David Banks' shock exit.Aviles-Ramos had said the tour would focus on efforts to ensure safety and wellness in Big Apple schools, as well as how the Department of Education could foster greater support for teachers. But disgruntled parents told the Post they felt muzzled and even less informed about the future of the largest school system in the country. "All I heard were the same buzzwords or people's political agendas," he added. Bronx mom Deb Alexander admitted she opted out of the tour because it all felt too highly curated, and that feedback she heard from other parents confirmed her skepticism. "It would be so refreshing to hear, yes, that is a problem. We're not sure how to fix it, but we're open to your suggestions. Engagement is not listening. It's a two-way street," she said. Aviles-Ramos addressed the criticism from parents in a sit-down interview with the Post, insisting the events were meant to be an initial step. "What I would say to them is, we're not perfect. We're trying to get it right, and we're going to find more authentic and creative ways for them to get their voices out," she said. The parents and students who did attend were split into groups of 8 and asked to come up with one question, which was then massaged by a facilitator, typically a DOE staffer, and put to the Chancellor and her panel of agency staff. Topics brought up ranged from the contentious cell phone ban, remote schooling, class sizes, and staffing concerns. Class size law requires that K-3 classes have no more than 20 students, grades 4 to 8 have no more than 23 students, and grades 9 to 12 have no more than 25 students. Despite the opportunity to air concerns, parents said the session ultimately didn't feel productive or insightful. "Why did I come out all this way?" An anonymous Brooklyn parent, who had her question on the math curriculum dismissed during the roundtable discussions, told the Post. Parents also groaned that Aviles-Ramos has been tight-lipped on policy since Banks' earlier-than-expected departure, and that they feel left in the dark amid the leadership shakeup. "I made a promise to the city that I would focus on civility and continuity, and you don't bring in instructional initiatives in the middle of the school year when you're already building out other ones," Aviles-Ramos said of her tactic. Families said they're doubtful that the listening tour will foster in any real change. All chancellors have these listening tours. It starts with, "Yes, I'll listen, I'll take my notes, but how much of it will get done?" Queen's parent Phil Wong bemoaned. "If history serves us, only a very small set of problems will get addressed." It's unclear how the data from the tour will inform upcoming policy. Aviles-Ramos' predecessor was pushed out of the top job by Mayor Eric Adams in October, rather than at the year's end as originally planned, sources previously told the Post. The move, which reportedly blindsided the ex-chancellor, came after he drew Hisner's ire when he confided to city superintendents that he doubted the mayor could stay in power while facing federal criminal charges, sources said.